This is our weekly market alert video for the week ended May 1st, 2020. April's over already. Interesting week. It appears to us that in the famous words of Winston Churchill, this is the end of the beginning. And what we mean by that is that the big rally that we saw over the last few weeks, where we saw a big rebound in the markets, in the S&P and the Dow, was just the beginning cycle of what we think is going to be a really bad bear market. And unfortunately, we'd like to say that that's not the case, but that's what we see. And so we're concerned about people who are invested right now, because we think that this rally may have given them false hope. But in our view, the rally that has just happened, and I think has ended, is an opportunity to get out while the getting is good, as the proverbial saying goes. So kind of a downer way to start this video, I know, but one of the things that we want to talk about is that we go into May with now the landlords holding their breath to see how many people are going to pay their rent, mortgages. The number of people that are now unemployed is record-setting, how fast it's happened, and those people are not going to be able to pay their rent, and they're not going to be able to pay their mortgages. And so we think the number of people that are not paying is going to increase dramatically over where it was in March and in April. And those things combined are going to be difficult for companies, banks to overcome. 20 million landlords are mom and pop, what they call mom and pop, meaning that it's individuals who have rental properties to give them retirement income and that kind of thing. They're going to be affected dramatically by that. Also, right now, the record numbers of bankruptcies that we're going to see with small businesses, and the government can't bail them out. The other thing that's concerning is that in Wuhan, which is the center of all of this, they've seen the curve flattened. We're on the other side of the infection curve over there. The government in China said, everybody go back to work, everybody open up, restaurants, hotels, everybody open up. And we read an article where a restaurant owner said, okay, I'm going to open up. And he opened his restaurant, but the customers didn't come. And he said, I have to now close it because I can't stay open, incur the cost without any customers. So yes, we can be on the other side of the infection curve. And yes, we can open stuff up, but that doesn't mean that people are going to immediately start going back into these businesses and spending money. That's going to be a slow process, as we're seeing in Germany as well. The same dynamic is happening there. So because of all of those things, we think that there is the potential here that the market is going to, the S&P and the Dow will fall dramatically from here. The thing that, to put it into perspective, is that where the market sits now is about where it was in March of 2019. And usually the stock market is forward-looking, meaning it's looking 6 months to a year into the future, and it's saying, I want to invest today based on what I see happening 6 months to a year from now. So for the market to be priced today at the same as it was in March of 2019, you have to extrapolate from that investors are seeing the same thing that they saw in 2019 in March as they're seeing today. Meaning that in March of 2019, those people thought the market was properly valued because they also at that time, which they didn't, saw bankruptcies, unemployment, COVID virus, shutting down businesses, and all the things that I just described. Not possible. And so the valuation today, in our view, is a bear trap, and we believe it's going to go down from here. So where does that leave us? In our investment committee meetings, we have been talking about the fact that this rally has been so strong, and that we can actually see our buy signal. I mean, it's still far away, but we can see it now. Before it was so far away we couldn't even see it. And so, as we've described to you in previous videos, we've been concerned that we would reach our buy signal and that we would then have to make a decision of whether we go in or not. And the decision that we have reconfirmed this week is that if we do hit our buy signal, we are not smarter than the market. We don't want to make that claim. And so we're not going to ignore our buy signal, but at the same time, we do want to temper the enthusiasm with a little bit of rationality. Therefore, should we reach our buy signal, the plan right now is that we would go in with 10% of our equity allocation. So what that means is that if you were a 60 stock, 40 bond client, then 10% of that 60% would be 6% is what we'd be going in with, if that makes sense. So we're going to, if we do go in. However, as we just described, we don't think we're anywhere near going in and don't think we'll get there. We're just thinking ahead. The other thing also that we've heard critics of what we do say is that, we've missed out on this big rally, and there's this thing called FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. Well, first of all, as I record this video, we are still below, the S&P, the stock market is still below where we sold. Okay, so we haven't missed out on any gains. So let's dispel that one first of all. But the important thing, we were interviewed by CNBC, and what we told them was, and they put that in big bold letters in their quote of us on the internet, and that is that our biggest mistake is participating in losses. We're not so much worried about missing out on gains that we could have made, and that's true. But if we want to talk about what we have missed out on, then I would say that we missed out on, from when we got out to where the market bottomed in March, we missed out on one of the most rapid, savage declines in stock market history, if not the most savage decline in stock market history. Worse than the Great Depression. And right now, and for us, the peace of mind of not participating in that, we hope we've delivered to you that, because that is one of our primary directives, is your money lasting as long as you do, but also peace of mind. So we hope the fact that we are not invested right now gives you that peace of mind and you're not worried. Because at this point, we're not worried for you. So we hope that you're not worried. So right now, like I said, the rally we've seen has been tremendous. We believe that this was a godsend for people who did not get out, and they should be considering getting out now if they haven't. Now, also, we try to stay away from biblical references, but this reminds us a great deal of Noah's Ark. And those of you who are clients, you're on the ark with us. And there's a great financial storm coming. It already started, but as the rebound made us think that maybe it is gone. But as I said, this is, we believe, the beginning of the end, or the end of the beginning, should I say. And so if you have friends, if you have family that are not on the ark with us, help us help them. Send them our way, at least send them to our website, have them attend our seminars online or virtual seminars. We want to help as many people get past this without severe financial damage as we can. That is our noble obligation. It is our reason for being. So help us help them. We're glad you're a client. Thank you for letting us guide you through this. We will get through this. It may take longer than people think, but we will get through this. And again, we thank you so much.